We're back in Maine and we are winter camping for 2 nights. We have a hot tent and a lot of firewood. We're in the middle of setting up the tent. Really looking forward to having a fire. I am making goulash for dinner, which is going to be amazing. To recap today, stopped in Bangor and I went to a private eye office and gave our fingerprints. It's the first part of the Maine guide licensure process. We stopped in Millinocket. We stopped at the land use office. We were hoping that someone was going to be there so that we can get more information on the land that we bought, but nobody was there, unfortunately. I'm gonna make an appointment next time, I guess.
You want the stove first or the inner lining first?
Let's put the inner lining in the tent first.
Yeah.
And then let's get the stove going. All right, I'm gonna turn you around.
There's one there. Here, John.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. There we go. There's the inner.
Let me get a shot of the inside.
Okay.
Inside of the tent. So this interior here, this is a bathtub bottom. It's a waterproof bathtub bottom. Just gonna set up all of our sleeping gear in there, and then we're gonna have the wood stove along the outside.
Legs. So I can sit down. Or did I do the part away from the camera first? Grab the flue.
Yeah.
Good?
Good. All right, we just had goulash for dinner, and now we're having hot cocoa. You can see the stove is going pretty good. It's about 60 degrees inside of the tent and 6 degrees outside of the tent. So going outside is pretty unpleasant, but in here it's very pleasant. Good morning. It is, what, 6:45?
About.
Out there. I was so warm and toasty all night. I never once was cold, and in fact I had to like stick an arm out at one point because I was overheating. The thermarest pads that we have are incredible. It's like you're not even sleeping on a cold ground. It's wonderful. And then I have a North Face down sleeping bag that is rated down to 0 degrees Fahrenheit, and then I'm inside of another flannel sleeping bag which is rated down to -25. Although realistically I would say it should be rated down to, it should also be rated down to 0. The thermometer says it's 70 degrees in here right now, which is pretty incredible.
That's nuts.
But it's definitely much warmer in here than it is outside. I think it's like 4 degrees outside.
I know it's less than 10 degrees outside.
Yeah.
It's more than 50 degrees in here, so that's a massive difference.
Yeah.
That's one.
It got down to 2 degrees last night. Yeah, I would say our gear did us well. Let me turn the camera around so you can see the fire that Eric has going. Yeah, got the kettle on. The fire is burning. You can kind of see the stovepipe is a little bit red hot at the bottom there, but you did a great job keeping the fire going, baby.
Thank you. Try to keep it warm.
Aw, and you. We'll put a list of our cold weather gear down in the comments or in the description, one of the two. But this down sleeping bag was clutch. I would not go winter camping without this, and probably the thermarest pad. Those two together were incredible. The thermarest pad is the base camp model, and it has an R value of 6, and then we have a foam pad underneath it with a reflective insulating layer, and that has an R value of 2, and R values stack, so we're doing pretty good. Sleeping bags are adequately rated. We have the wood stove. Your gear matters. Your gear definitely matters, and I was comfortable all night. It was wonderful. All right, I'm up and moving. Eric is up and moving. We're gonna head to a local farm where they make amazing baked goods, and I'm so excited to get something to eat there. Then we're gonna head to the Amish place in Smyrna, called the Pioneer Place. Eric wants to pick up some tools to deal with the wood stove. It's snowing. The tent is still intact. Everything is warm and dry inside. But I want to go get some goodies to eat, so let's go. All right, we are heading to refuel. We need gas as usual. And then we're gonna head over to the farm and get something to eat. We might go to the Amish place on the fence. It's snowing pretty good here, so we don't want to leave the tent just to get snowed on, especially since the Amish place is about 2-hour round trip. So we don't want to leave the tent for 2 hours to get snowed on unattended. If it doesn't stop snowing, we might have to pack up and go home because this was not in the forecast and we didn't bring enough wood for a snowstorm. Probably could get away with it, but I'd rather not push it. So let me turn the camera around so you can see what I'm looking at. All right, we just stopped at the local farm. Wonderful people. I got some gluten-free cookies. I can't believe you have gluten-free stuff. That's amazing. Every time I see something gluten-free, I'm just like over the moon. Oh my God. These cookies. Oh, so good. It stopped snowing. It stopped snowing. Thank goodness. I know. But we're gonna stop at the property and then probably we're gonna head to Smyrna.
Yeah, I think so.
All right, we're gonna go to Smyrna and stop at the Amish place.
Oh, he's hauling ice.
Oh.
I was gonna end up bending these giants back and making it so I can just go and pull the loop down and just grab that stuff and pull it out the back corner. I can grab all the hot things now,
Yes.
including the stove, the whole ass stove.
Even the pipe, yeah.
Yeah.
Once again, Pioneer Place did not disappoint. So next we're gonna go visit a guy named Alan, who's also a YouTuber. He's a homesteader, and we're excited to meet him. Let's head over to Alan's, yeah?
Yeah.
All right, here we are at the Wilderness Hangout with Alan.
Hey.
Thanks so much for having us.
Hey, anytime. I'm glad to meet fellow homesteaders.
Hell yeah, man. You got a great little setup going here. Tell us about it. Did you build this yourself?
I did. There was a basement here. There's a well. You can see the bison pump out there.
Uh-huh.
There's a septic system over there. And then behind that, in the middle of the woodshed, there was my workshop. That used to be right here. 12 by 32 barn. I moved it over there, added the 2 sides to it. But yeah, built this. My dad and my best friend came up a few times to help me, but yeah, it's just
Nice.
never-ending work.
Yeah.
The inside's not even near done.
It's never done.
Yep.
It's always a project.
Yeah. But you want to show us around?
Yeah. Where do you want to start?
Oh, wherever you feel like.
Let's go over to the woodshed.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, I love these doors.
So this is my woodshed.
Look at this stockpile.
That's the first thing I noticed, by the way, was the door.
Yeah.
So many portholes.
There's probably a little bit more than 4 cords stacked right there. I cut that this spring and summer.
That's good stuff,
4
man.
cord right there, and I'm going through it now. Yeah, so like I said, that's the shed
Right.
that was originally over there. I moved it over
Worked out,
here. So this is cedar, that's cedar. This is cedar. The other side is something. I didn't want to look at that right up your barn.
And it's enough of a windbreak to help on the shelter.
This is the Douglas fir. And I built this from side by side in. Been working on my chicken coop down over there.
I know, it has been
Oh, I see.
abnormally
Oh,
cold.
I'm rolling in now.
Eric.
It's an adventure behind a wall. I'm going this way. There's something hiding here, and I gotta see. I'm gonna thank you.
That's gonna be my chicken coop. And then I'll have a little
Oh,
automatic
nice.
door, and I'm gonna fence in the area out there for them to go. There's 3 horse stalls. One of them is where I stopped painting. And I ripped all those walls down and just put it in the workshop, you know? I insulated, that's insulated, all the walls are insulated. I get that thing going, and it stays toasty warm. Yeah, this came with the property. The basement, 24 by 32, it came with the property. The well did, the septic did. You know, 20 acres, and I paid $30,000 for it. So
That's a good deal.
yeah, my dad was telling me, he's like, you know, the shed, the well, and the basement, the septic system, more than 30,000.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So like, you know, I couldn't go wrong with it.
You got a really good deal. That's a lot of infrastructure. All right, so this is Alan's cabin. He and Eric are just in there shooting the shit, so to speak. Let's go check it out. It is toasty in here.
Yeah.
I just realized it after going outside. This thing keeps it like a sauna in here. It's amazing.
Too hot.
Yeah. Yeah. We've undone some layers.
But it is roomy. It is real roomy. Let me zoom out. There we go.
But yeah, you know,
It is real roomy in here.
I did mine just so my friends and family could watch me do this. And then it just started taking off. Like, all right.
And the view out back here is beautiful. So we'll have to do another shot of this in the summer.
Yeah.
But you can check out Alan on YouTube. You are Wilderness Hangout, yes? I will put a link down in the description so you guys can check out his channel. Alan, thank you so much.
It's just inside the trees.
There's a moose right there.
It's just inside the trees here. I'm gonna see if I can creep up without freaking her out too much. I think it's a lady. Looks like a cow.
You can see her back in there.
You see her?
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna leave her be.
We just saw a moose. It was standing on the side of a road. I can't believe we just saw a moose. We just came from Alan's place. He's Wilderness Hangout on YouTube. Check him out. He's awesome. He's gotten a lot done. He's only been there for like 2 years. So we're heading back to camp now. Hopefully we can get the wood stove cleaned out and get it going again. Get some warmth going in the tent, yeah. And then make some dinner. Alright, we're back at camp. The stove is cooled down enough where we can clean it out. It's snowing very lightly. It's really not too bad. I don't know if you could see it. Maybe against the tent. Yeah, you can see it against the tent. It's a good little tent, I have to say. Eric's splitting some more wood. One thing I'm so glad I bought is this luminade. You can see the string of lights. I think it's 30 feet, just comes directly off of it. And then the other side, this is also a light if you want to turn it on. I leave it off because we don't really need it. And I got it mostly for the string lights so we could run them up the guide wires and we wouldn't run into the guide wires. And then I kind of just like threw it over there across the wood pile so you could see that at night if you needed to. That thing stayed on 12 hours last night. It's still going. I just turned it on. It has a full battery just from sitting outside like this in the sun all day. And it was not even sunny. It was cloudy like this. That thing, totally worth the purchase.
Oh, there's still a little, do you see that little glow?
Is there an ember still?
There's the slightest little bit of ember,
Wow.
which is also why I dug out a hole, specifically. Look right up in there.
Oh yeah. That's pretty impressive.
It is.
We'll see how hot we can get the tent tonight. Last night I think it got up to 70 something.
It was 75 before you
75.
climbed into bed.
Yeah, I mean you were sitting in your underwear. You were just sitting in the tent in your underwear. And it was literally 2 degrees outside.
Yeah, all right, here we go. That worked.
Yeah. Apparently you just have to ask it nicely.
Yeah.
All right, so obviously we ended up staying the night. The snow really isn't too bad. It's kind of been just like flurries off and on. We have enough wood. We're totally fine. It was very toasty. We just ate dinner. We had a goulash that was left over from yesterday because I made way too much for 2 people. And now we're gonna have some tea and cookies and climb into bed. Good morning. I am still toasty warm. I have not been cold once, not even close to cold.
Like at all this morning?
At all. Got the stove going again. Good morning. I am making my favorite winter breakfast, and it is an indigenous dish in the Wampanoag language. It is called nasomp, and it is basically just boiled cornmeal. I got cornmeal from the Plymouth grist mill in Plymouth, Massachusetts, and local berries. I have a mix of cranberries, mulberries, blueberries. Picked the mulberries myself in July, and then you put maple syrup on top of it. It's incredible. It is absolutely incredible. Okay, so for 2 people, you just want about a cup of cornmeal. All right, let me add enough water to cover it. You probably have to keep adding water as you stir it because it absorbs so much water. All right, and the key is to stir it and keep stirring it and keep stirring it and keep stirring it because you don't want it to stick to the bottom. All right, it's got a good boil on it. Let's put some berries in. Maple syrup. Top it off. Oh, look at that. Oh my God, that looks incredible. You ready to chow down, baby?
Oh yeah. Oh, that's warm. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's good.
All right, camp is taken down. Got everything packed up. Don't want to leave because, oh my gosh, it is such a beautiful day. Look at that sky. Oh, that sky is incredible. But hopefully this will make it a little bit easier to set up camp next time. We don't have as much snow to shovel out of the way. We left the little pegs around so we can just hook up the tent next time. We don't have to drive the pegs in the ground again. Not that we can get them out. I mean, they're frozen in there. But yeah, we'll be back.